Welcome to your session for today, everybody. Our focus will be hips. This is called S-mount day. Start in a seated position with your right shin. Let's go your right shin parallel or almost parallel to the front of the mat, and your left shin parallel to the side of the mat. So we have our S-mount. Bring both hands to each side of the knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, drop. Drop your torso in front of your knee. Hands on one hand in front of the knee, one hand in front of the foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop in front of the shin. And one hand on each side of the foot. Lift and drop. One more time on this leg. Knee. Shin. And foot. Plant the hands behind you to find your windshield wipers left and right side. Really gently, just getting those hips limbered up and moving. Other side, pointing the knees the opposite side now. Exact same thing, opposite side. Both hands on each side of what is the left knee now. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold the torso over the knee. Shin, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Knee. Shin. And foot. Place the hands behind you to gently windshield wiper one more time. Slow and controlled. And find your way to the front of the mat, beginning in your forward fold. So planting both feet, allowing the head to hang. Moving to your half lift, legs barely bent, long spine, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing all the way up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And on your exhale, plant your hands to find your dog. Hips up and back. Walk your dog out. Bend one leg, bend the other. Allowing the hips to move. Being aware of where you feel the stretch, where you might feel tight today. Or maybe where you feel great today. Looking at the right foot. Place the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And pointing the toes out. Stretching the inside of the hips for what's called your lizard. It's also really good for your open guard. Closed guard too. This is good for your guard in general. And if you want, lift the back foot, back knee. Lifting the back foot wouldn't do much, so let's lift the back knee. And find your way to plank. Knees to the ground. Lower the rest of the body to the ground. Elbows under the shoulders to start in your Sphinx. Using the elbows and hands to pull your spine up and forward. This always feels really good for our first one. And let that go. Hands under the shoulders. Hips to heels first. Tuck the toes to lift the hips for your dog. Knees down. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And feeling that stretch on the inside of the hip. Maybe your back knee stays down. Maybe it feels better to lift it. Nice. Both knees to the ground. Tuck your toes to find your dog. And step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Hands up, eyes up, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, plant the hands to find your dog. Hips up and back for your dog. Bend the knees. And stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Pointing the toes out. And either stay here with the knee down, or if it feels better, lifting that back knee. For a second time around, you can keep the arms up or go down to your elbows. Just whatever feels good here. Planting the hands, find your way to plank. Lower the entire body to the ground, hands beside the hips, palms down, lifting the heels first, lifting the shoulders, lifting the hands, lifting higher, 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 and let that go. Hands under the shoulders, heels to hips first. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Stepping the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Maybe your back knee stays down. Maybe you lift it up. Maybe it feels nice to go down onto your elbows. Planting the hands, find your way back to dog. And step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, plant the hands to find your dog. This time, moving to pigeon. Place the right knee behind the right wrist and pivot the shin forward only as much as is comfortable. And use your back foot to pull yourself back just a little bit. Feeling the stretch on in the right hip, in your pigeon hip. And for this one, let's continue planting the hands to keep the shoulders up. Plant the hands to find your way to plank. Gently lower the entire body to the ground. Hands beside the hips, palms down. Lift the heels, lift the shoulders, lift the hands, lift it higher, higher, and higher. Hands under the shoulders. Hips to heels first. And tuck your toes to find your dog. Moving to pigeon. Left knee behind the left wrist. Pivot the shin forward only as much as is comfortable. It's always a handful to get out. Using the back foot to pull yourself back just a little bit so you feel a stretch on the outside of your pigeon hip. We won't call it a pigeon hip in jiu-jitsu. We'll call it our rubber guard hip. S-mount hip. Basically anything but a pigeon hip. Plant the hands, plant the feet, hips up and back. Step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, palms together. Closing your eyes. Take a deep breath and just make a comparison of how you feel right now, how you felt 10 minutes ago, and what a difference that can make. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.